It's daybreak on Arise News, and it's time for the press preview. A first look at what's on the front pages of the papers. And we start, of course, usually with our sister publication, This Day newspaper. Let's see what This Day has on its front page as its headline. It says, Atiku, INEC laying foundation for rigging 2023 polls with manual collation of results. Well, this has been debunked by
yes,
INEC already. So this is, it says there must be strict adherence to electoral law. Commission clarifies position, insists electronic transmission of results stays. That's it there. And Thanksgiving outing service attended by Dambuwal Akpabio Oba. This is for the mother of our chairman, Ndoko Baibana, Margaret Baibana, who was late interred. That was yesterday and Friday and Saturday. All right. Okowa Ibori Omagege. Others eulogize Uluowari on his first coronation anniversary. All right. Let's look at some other statements there. $418 million. Your statement is half truth. Governor tackle Ned Mwoko, I think he's one of the consultants, insists it's an attempt to blur obscure real facts. And then we'll go to the topmast Oshibajo. FG ready to resolve tariff shortfalls in power sector. It has two riders there. Let's see if we can get them. It tells electricity. Well, I can particularly see that.
Very well. Let's take a look at the Punch newspaper. 578-day strikes. Angry lecturers dumping varsities. ASU laments. Government study treatment pushing lecturers out of varsity system. That's according to the ASU president who you listened to earlier, Professor Oshodeke. Military ends siege to Somali hotel. At least 21 dead. That's a picture there. That siege happened on Friday in Mogadishu. Undisbursed loans push Nigeria's World Bank debt to $21 billion. That's according to the Ministry of Finance. Federal government concludes takeover of 4 discos. That report is on page 55. $418 million. Malami has abandoned AGF row. That's according to the Nigerian Governors Forum. And 353 Kirikiri inmates on death row. And that's according to the prison's authority. A $1 trillion spent on steel imports. Ajokuta takes 21 billion naira. Read more on page 25 of the Punch.
All right, Nigerian Tribune. Let's take Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune looks all right. We have it. All right, $418 million Paris Club refund. Governors release names of consultants. Amount collected. You can find this story on page 2. $100 million not collected to finance elections. It's apparent consultants can't refund money paid to them. Spokesman. Then just below that picture, electronic transmission of election result has come to stay. It's coming from INEC on page, I think that's page 24. Yeah, page 24. And then just by the side of that picture, SANU, NASU can't run universities without ASU. Vice chancellors are saying this ASU is still on strike. And then just at the topmast, NDLEA intercepts 2.3 million tablets of opioids going to 7 northern states. Ohaneze Ndibo leaders disagree over Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi. For what this is about, you can go to page 23. Withholding of $600 million trapped funds can affect a foreign investment in Nigeria, says Foreign Airlines president. You can find that on page 25. That's Tribune.
The Nation newspaper is leading with electronic transmission of results stays. That's according to Nigeria's electoral body, INEC. PDP crisis. Nyesom Wike insists on a use sack, makes concessions. APC campaign Keamo Alake Onanuga to lead media directorate. And $418 million Paris Club refund row. Governors not consultant.
All right, let's look at international papers now. We have the I newspaper. Cost of living debt crisis fears over energy bills. And then there you see, I thought that I was auditioning for a Game of Thrones spoof. Yeah, the next paper.
Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Financial Times. The Financial Times is leading with top Russian diplomat dismisses chances of Ukraine peace deal. And this one says bulb bailout bill to top £4 billion because of hedging ban for state-owned groups in the UK.
The Independent. Pollution targets missed by every water company. Car bomb kills Putin ally's daughter, and Kiev is saying we did not have a hand in this murder whatsoever.
And this is The Guardian. It says crisis in care homes, staffing leaves residents with basic needs unmet. Ukraine fears Russia car bomb revenge. And swimmers sewage risk due to faults in monitors, and those strikes ongoing in the UK. Of course, the port workers, they walked out yesterday. It's an eight-day strike, and so they've begun. Some other unions, the postage workers, the garbage workers, and more are threatening to go on strikes. I mean, they're trying to shut down the UK, it appears.
The economy of the world is being affected. Economies in the world are being affected world over. So it's not just in a particular country, it's happening all over the place. All right, let's look at, okay, all right, let's look at this day, the front page of this day, and see what it holds for us. It says, Atiku, INEC laying foundation for rigging, 2023 polls with manual collation of results. Ken, I was discussing with you earlier about this, and I was saying I don't know where that some of the papers got this story, because Festus Okoye, the information in charge of information, INEC, National Commission in charge of Information and Education of Electorate, came out to say no. People have, I don't know who reported this, but this is quite wrong. That they have not jettisoned the transmission of results electronically. That are not going to do manual. It's going to be the same thing with the Kitty governorship polls. So I don't know where that came out. In fact, it's even here.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard that, because I mean there was no need for us to go back. We've done it in Ekiti, we've done it in Oshun. So why take another step? But now that's been debunked, and we're all looking forward to an electronic transmission in 2023. We should all keep our fingers crossed.
As it happened in Kenya. Even the president of Kenya has come out to say that, look, there's going to be a transition, a good transition. That means William Ruto, even though Raila Odinga is contesting it, saying that he doesn't agree with what happened. Of course, the chairman, if you look at that picture, you had the APC presidential candidate, he was there to, the retirement of Margaret Obaibwana, the mother of Ndoko Obaibwana, the chairman of this day, and Arise Global. Over the weekend, the mom was interred.
That's right.
You had quite creme de la creme, who is who, visit to, commiserate with the chairman. Yeah,
tributes have been flowing for the late Princess Margaret Obaibwana. Over the weekend, family and friends, of course, gathered in Delta State to mourn. Well, we do have sight and sounds of the Thanksgiving service of the late Princess.
We thank the ranking prince of the Kingdom of Benin, Prince Agatise Erediawa, representing the Oba of Benin. And with him is another distinguished former CEO of Federal Inland Revenue Service, Ifweko Moegwi, also from the Oba. We thank the delegation of the Oba of Benin, We thank our own Deacon Tom Oigboy for all the support. Festus Okubo, the powerful Eyimofe Atakes AN, and all of you, including Stefan Fries, who came all the way from Germany. And the many others we cannot see. Thank you so much also to the clergy for your support, and a special round of applause to the Archbishop, or to the Bishop. Maybe we Archbishop soon. Thank you so much.
The Lord be with you. Please rise us for prayer.
Well, sights and sounds from that Thanksgiving of the late Princess Margaret Ogbongbene. And Emmanuel Bello joins us, who was at the event. Emmanuel, how did it go?
Well, Kenneth and India, I would say anyone that wasn't there really missed, and I think you guys were in there, but it was huge.
Well, we had to be here.
Yeah, you have to be here working. Many of us were there, and it was. I mean, nobody left that place without wondering if they have not been in one of the biggest events of their time. On one hand, of course, it's tributes to Mama, but on the other hand, it's also a reflection. Just a glimpse of how captivating, how powerful the chairman is. I mean, almost everyone was there, of course, to pay their last respect, but at the same time, to also pay tribute to sons and daughters who have done very well for their mother. It was a huge event, bringing people together. Personally, I got to see people that we work together in this network, and a lot of other people who were there. A lot of people talk about the dignitaries, but you also need to look at the locals in that community, how they were really frenzied. They came out and they were perfect hosts. Chairman himself playing the role of a very, very good host, welcoming everyone. And I think everybody left with, a sense that, look, they've been part and parcel of something really huge.
So our kingdom was also thrown into the limelight, as it were. Emmanuel.
Yes, that's exactly. It's for some of us that have never been there before. It's you see the other side of Nigerians, and that ordinary Nigerians are really, really, very, very welcoming and accommodating of other people. It's such a beautiful thing. Were it not because of how powerful the event is, you would think that yes, it's actually a carnival of sorts, with the locals coming out in their droves. I saw masquerades never seen before, dances and all of that. It's very interesting.
Even the Emir of Kano was there.
It was a royal display too. And royalty was on full display because this is a royal family, so it had all the touch of the royalty, not just of the Owa Kingdom.
He's the Duke of Owa Kingdom himself.
That's right.
All right, let's look at what some of the papers are saying now that you're back to the land. Angry lecturers dumping varsities. ASU laments. Of course, you were not here. The NASU and the SANU have called off their strikes, they say, for 2 weeks. But ASU is still going on with their strike, and government is saying, according to the law, you can't be paid for not working.
Well, and they're saying that, they are not going to work unless they are paid. So that's the divide, and the stage has been set for a showdown. But the development that I think some papers are reported, like the Punch, that it's a huge story in the Punch, is that some of the lecturers have even actually, traveled. They've gone. They are no longer there. So even if you call off the strike today, the possibility of having all the lecturers in, it's actually not there. Some of them have actually gone, found jobs elsewhere. Some of them have gone into farming and all of that.
So is it because they can move that the students are suffering? Because you heard Oshedeke even repeated that this morning, that if they don't get paid, everything that the students were supposed to learn will be jettisoned. And frankly, I was wondering, why would a lecturer, the head of the lecturers, talking that way?
Well, you might want to blame the lecturer, but you also have to interrogate the situation that led them to actually this extent. I'm sure every lecturer is driven by the passion to teach. That's the first passion. But you have to actually listen to them. So in the absence of listening to them, negotiating with them rightly, there's the other need. Apart from the passion to teach, there's the need to survive. And survival is the first instinct. So some of them have taken to farming, some are not coming back, some have found greener pasture, like they call it elsewhere, and they're not coming back. And that's another huge problem. You have this brain drain effect it's another cost of this strike.
Well, Emmanuel, resident doctors have extended the strike ultimatum by 2 weeks. Another group, what do we do?
Well, Kennedy, that's the other thing that INEC was almost trying to blame lecturers for their action. Some people will say that doctors, even their Hippocratic creed or oath says that they should save life. But if they've been pushed to the wall to the point that, okay, their survival is more important now than that creed, that oath they've taken, then we are faced with a serious problem. I think something that needs to be looked into it. Doctors, teachers, these are not people that we should be allowing to strike.
The question is, over the years, it's been strike, especially for lecturers, and nothing out of it. Isn't there another way?
Well,
over the years,
there could be other ways.
The government,
well, yeah,
there's always been strike, and you're wondering what is really the issue.
India, I think what we should be doing is looking for solutions, finding ways to solve that. Because on one hand, I've argued this in the past that, look, why not lecturers or even doctors? Why not forget some of these negotiations and think about first your career, think about even those that you are taking care of for risk and also. Why not just go ahead? But there are people who say that no, it is we should be interrogating leadership instead of fighting those who are. We are blaming the victims here, and we shouldn't be doing that.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel Bello. That's the press preview.